Well, the cheap stuff at the store looks like it might be gone forever here. So while everybody is watching the halftime show, whether that be the Turning Point USA one or the one that 127 million people actually tuned in to watch and not 5 million, the US essentially just went to war with the supply chain that built the middle class. But the Walmart era looks like it might be officially dead, and everyone should probably get ready for a $2,000 iPhone. Secretary Marco Rubio announced the FORGE initiative, the free and open resilient global economy. And this is a kind of friendshoring to secure strategic minerals from China. It sounds great on Fox and CNN, but in reality, it doesn't work like that. You can't just go ahead and switch up suppliers, right? To process lithium in China costs $6,000 per ton. You want to do that to one of our allies, like Australia, that's between $18,000 and $25,000 per ton. So essentially, we're going to be voluntarily paying an additional 400% on the things that we need just to function and run a basic life here in America. And the thing is, this will be blamed on China, even though this is our policy. We don't have the infrastructure to build these things. Do we have lithium in America? We do, but we don't have the mines. It's the same thing with potash from Canada. You know, we get 80 to 90% of our fertilizer from Canada. That makes it possible for us to have agriculture, but we're dependent on getting that from another country. And even though we have the mines being built, they're not going to be operable for another 5 to 10 years. It's the same thing. We just can't produce that amount of lithium. We can't mine that amount of lithium in America. So they're going to do this thing and say that it's because of national security. The fact is, America is essentially going to be paying a Patriot Tax. And that's going to be coming just like the tariffs directly out of your pocket. And of course, taking this away from China, they're going to retaliate, which they did, because you don't slap the world's factory and don't expect to get hit back. So there are rumors that are confirming that Beijing has put together an export control blacklist on gallium and germanium. You can't make night vision goggles, NVGs, without germanium. You can't make 5G chips without gallium. And China controls about 98% of that supply. So the US defense industry is essentially going to grind to a halt because it can't afford these things, or it just doesn't have access to them anymore. These are critical minerals when it comes to building chips. And with the plans, the $300 billion plans for the Sentinel ICBMs that our glorious military industrial complex just had opened up to them, we need those chips. We need those things. Like I said, this is all part of the Cold War that Americans have now thrust themselves into. The truth is, America brought a tariff to a knife fight, and China essentially pulled out a gun on us. So the question is, how does this affect us? I'm not buying NVGs. I'm not worried about 5G chips, right? How does it affect the guy in Ohio? It does. Right, this is an inflation bomb. The thing is, we need these chips. We need them to build all the sophisticated tech and tools that we have become accustomed to and expect in the years to come in America. But we're just not going to have access to those. As we grow more isolated and just restrict ourselves from the resources that the rest of the world has to offer, the fact is, if we actually want access to those things, we're going to have to pay a lot more for it. And because in general, inflation is spread load across everything at stores or everything that a company sells online, this has impact on everything when it comes to price. The thing is, the tariffs they simply don't work anymore. Like I said in the previous episode with the UK leaving us, we don't have the leverage for the tariffs to make any sense. Right? It's just people who want to deal with America now, not our trade partners as well. But what we've seen over the past year with the kind of tariff wars that have been happening is that the world adjusted and they set a new course, and that course is without America. But America doesn't really seem to realize that. We're still acting as if we're the head of the largest trade bloc in the world, and we're simply not. So the cost of all these things are borne on the shoulders of the American people, whether that be what you buy at the grocery stores or even our ability to defend ourselves. As China just continues to hop leaps and bounds over America in developing technology, in lifestyle, in cost of living, America gets deeper and deeper into the K-shaped recovery where 80% of the people just kind of have nowhere to go. They have nowhere to go, while at the same time we're going to just cut ourselves off at the ankles. For what? Because the people who are still our allies now are working behind closed doors to decouple themselves from us because we're unpredictable. And the fact is, we're just dogging for a war at this point. And the rest of the world doesn't want to be dragged into another U.S. intervention war again. So a country like Australia, which we may think is a comfortable ally of ours, safe and secure, we thought the exact same thing about the UK. We thought the exact same thing about Canada. But we can't constantly threaten these countries and expect them to stay. So this does affect the average guy in Ohio. It affects him as far as national security goes. It affects him on the price of cars that use chips and steel that come from overseas. Because this isn't transitory inflation. This is structural. This isn't going to go away. If you really look at this, the best way I can put this is they're trying to burn down the dollar store to put up a boutique, but they want us all to shop at that same store while we're making the exact same wage that we're making now. They want us to pay the prices that we just simply can't pay, but expect us to. And if we can't make those payments, we just have to work more by starting a year earlier, or retiring a year later, or switching from the 9 to 5 to the 8 to 5. The little things to nickel and dime us and take our lives away piece by piece. Like I said, this is a new reality. The world global trade is fragmenting. We can pretty much tell exactly what's going to happen with this just by looking at what happened with the tariffs. It wasn't one or two things that we saw skyrocket in prices. What we did see was places like Walmart spread load the cost of tariffs throughout everything at the store. And in general, that was only 20 to 30%. But when you have the most expensive items that are now going to be going up double or triple, that has to get spread load throughout the rest of the store as well. So the only people that can actually do that because they can leverage their size and power are the major companies like Walmart. So yes, small town America takes a hit on this one as well. But at the end of the day, this is just the new world that we're in, and the global market is fragmenting. And America finds itself alone. And the American people, there's no one coming to save us. If you need tech, if you need a laptop, if you need electronics repaired on your car, if you need a phone or tools, go ahead and get those things now, because the supply chain is freezing up and that inventory in the future just isn't going to be there. Because unfortunately, America has isolated itself and the Iron Curtain has been raised, and we, the American people, the normal person, the guy who lives in Ohio, we find ourselves on the more expensive side. Food for thought. Thanks for watching. Everyone, if you're still here at this point, please like and subscribe. It really does help with the algorithm as we continue to grow and get our message out there. As you can tell, we're not in Florida anymore. We actually did head back to Ohio for the next month or two before we punch out for a couple months to Europe. Now, I do want to thank all of you for the support. We've had a lot of movement in the channel lately and a lot of new viewers, and I'd like to welcome you as well. So make sure that you do subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. That way, when we do post something, it does come to you. Because we really try to focus on kind of translating the macro situation to the real impacts that it has on kind of every person's life in America and abroad, especially as the economy shifts and geopolitics remain as chaotic as they have been. But again, we appreciate you guys as always. Thanks for stopping by, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good one.